Ladies and gentlemen, be very welcome to a small little ComputerCraft tutorial that I felt that I wanted to do for you all. Today we're going to take a look at, actually it isn't really a ComputerCraft tutorial, I should say a Peripheral++ tutorial. Peripheral++ is a super cool mod that I've just recently kind of rediscovered, I would say. And it features some very neat blocks that you can make awesome things with. Such as a smart helmet. I should put that on, get a little bit smarter. But we're going to focus on two very awesome blocks. That is the Chatbox and the speaker. This allows you to basically interact with any ComputerCraft program that you write using Minecraft chat. So if I would write something here, for example, hello, I could make that work towards a ComputerCraft program. That would be the Chatbox, and then the speaker can take anything that you give it in ComputerCraft and say it using Google Translate, which is, you know, absolutely freaking amazing. Now, you may have seen this being used in Etho's playthrough in his modded world. I know that he uses this a lot, and there are a few other people that are using it, but I found that there was lacking documentation, there was lacking videos about how to do simple things with this that I believe most people will want to see. So there we go, that's the tutorial. Before we start, if you like this video or if you found it helpful, be sure to hit the like button down below, will you? Really helps me out. And of course, if you want to see more things in tutorials and let's plays and awesomeness in modded Minecraft or vanilla Minecraft, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Alright, so let's get this show on the road, shall we? First of all, let's place down a computer, and I'm going to use an advanced computer from ComputerCraft here. The way you use these are simply like any other peripheral, you connect them up. For example, you can place the Chatbox on the left hand side, and I'm going to go ahead and place the speaker box on the right hand side. Now, let's first take a look at Chatbox. So if I would go and create a program, we could call it chat maybe, or actually let's call it test. Yeah, let's call it test. The first thing I need to do is to tell the computer where the Chatbox is. Now this is ComputerCraft stuff and it doesn't change in the Peripheral++. I can do that by, for example, saying Chatbox equals to peripheral.wrap left. Okay, so I'm basically telling the computer that set a variable, call it Chatbox, that should be any peripheral you have to the left of you. Okay, so if we save that and take a look, we have the Chatbox to the left. So that's nice. Now what I recommend you doing, because you're going to be using this Chatbox variable, is making it a short one. So I'm just going to change that up to a C. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the speakers. I'm going to do S equals to peripheral wrap right. Cool. So now the computer knows that it has a C and an S value, being the Chatbox and the speaker. Well, it doesn't know that, but we know that, okay? And that's all that matters. In order to actually use this or to make a program, the first thing I'm going to do is to create an endless loop. While true do. And then I'm going to put an end to that loop down here. Now basically, what this does is it runs an infinite loop. Think of it as your heart, the heart of the computer, okay? As long as this ticks, we can tell it to do things at certain times. Let me give you an example. If I were to do print hello world, and then I would tell the computer to sleep for 2 seconds, what will happen is that it will print hello world over and over and over again with a 2-second delay. Now let's save that and let's run the test program. And you can see it says hello world, hello world, hello world, etc, etc. So that is very important in many programs that you do. If you want the computer to just be chilling out and waiting for something to happen, you will need a heart, and this while true do infinite loop is what I call a heart. Okay, so with this in mind, let's see if we can get this computer to interact with whatever we type. Okay, so to do that, we need to, or the computer need to be listening for something. And we're going to do a string called event. We're going to say event, comma, name, comma, or actually I'm going to name it player to make it easier for everyone. And then MSG for message equals os pull event chat. What we're doing here is we are having our infinite loop. This runs in, I don't know, 20 times a second or something like that. It goes to the tick rate of the game. Don't quote me on that specific number though, it doesn't matter. But what's going to happen here is that it's going to wait, or 20 times every second, it's going to check for an event called chat. The Chatbox and Peripheral adds an event called chat, and it replies to anything, or it triggers anytime anyone writes something in chat. Okay, so by doing this, we can grab a message, and we could do something like if message that we grab over here equals to, let's say, hello, then say, or actually we'll do print hello there. Okay, and then we'll end that if. So if the message equals hello, print on the computer screen hello there, and then continue the loop. So let's try that out. We run the test program, and then we type hello, and as you can see, the computer now says hello there. Now it can also use the chat directly, all right? So if we were to do something like this instead, we'd use the C for Chatbox up here, and then we do say, and then we do something like this, hello there. Every time we say hello now, it should reply in chat. Look at that, hello there. That's super cool. Okay, not very useful, you know, not very useful at this point, but you just wait, okay? Now, what if we would go further and we would do something like, if the message is hello, reply hello there, and also output a redstone signal. Let's run some alloy wire from the back of the computer. Output a redstone signal to a lamp over here. Let's grab a lamp. Boop. Oops, that's a blood magic sigil. I'm using my survival stories pack, by the way, in case you're interested in using this pack yourself. I got a whole lot of other mods here as well, of course. So, idea, when we say hello, and only when we say hello, turn on that light, okay? So the way we could do that then is do some ComputerCraft code here as well. We'll do rs set output back, because that's where we have the cable, and then to true, okay? So let's try that out. Now, in theory, the light should go on when we say hello. Aha! Look at that. So very, very quickly, we're able to do a bunch of different stuff based on the chat message that we grab. Now, let's involve the speaker into this. Let's do something like, instead of saying hello there in chat, let's have the speaker say that. And the way we do that is simply, at this point, change out the C for an S, because remember, we've told ComputerCraft or Lua that we're using the speaker in the S variable. So again, this time it should reply in voice. Oh, something went wrong. Hold on. Oh, sorry, it's not supposed to be say, it's supposed to be S speak, of course. I beg your pardon. Now let's try that again.
Hello there.
You hear that? Hello there.
Hello there.
In a very British tea drinking accent, mind you. That is so cool. I think this is beautiful. Now, we could take this and we could make something really practical. Let me set up a quick program for a door opening thing. Let's do like this. Let's put a iron door over here, and then let's do the red alloy wire. Let's remove this. Is this still true? It is. Let's run this all the way back and just connect it up to that block. And we're going to go ahead and do... I'm going to turn off the redstone signal that we turned on. There we go. Just reset it. And let me write a little bit of code, and I'll show you something really cool that you can do. Alright, so you ready for this? Now check this out. Let's type open door.
Opening the door.
How cool is it that?
Closing the door.
And she will close it. Very, very simple, very straightforward. Now at this point, I've hopefully taught you enough so that you can go ahead and just use your own creativity and imagination for what you can do. There are so many things. Simply by controlling a redstone signal, you can get something like this. And I mean, this is super basic. So, you know, put your creativity to it. The way this works... Oh, I should probably do this, by the way. I can also type hi, for example.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
And she doesn't understand me. You know? So if we go ahead and open the door program here, what I did was I have our heart ticker, the while true do infinite loop. I have the event message thing. Then I'm looking for a message called open door. And if I get that, I will output a redstone signal on the back, just like we did before with any message or with a hello message. And then I will tell her to say opening the door. Then she will wait 4 seconds, say closing the door, and then turn off the redstone in the back, i.e. closing the door. Okay? Any other message, she will say, sorry, I don't understand you. There is one more very, very cool thing built into this mod. Let's do something like this. Let's add an else if statement here. And let's say else if message is equal to svenska, which is my language. Then, so if the message that we get, and sorry for your internet or you English international people that don't understand svenska, that means Swedish in svenska, and it makes sense, trust me, why I do this. So else if message is equal to svenska, then do the following: s.speak yes, I speak Swedish. Okay, that is yes, I speak Swedish in Swedish. There you go, a little bit of Swedish lesson. Then I'm gonna tell it a 5, and then I'm gonna say SV. Now what I'm doing here is that I'm using Google Translate's API that's built into Peripheral++ and changing the language she will read stuff in. Okay, so long story short, if the message is svenska, then say the following string in Swedish, because I apply it over here to be Swedish. You can get all the country codes on the Google API page, so Google something like Google Translator language support, and you'll get a list of all of these different codes. EN is English, SV is Swedish, etc, etc. The 5 here is the range limiter for how far away I can be in the world. I haven't quite figured out how far 5 is, because it seems to be pretty far. But anyway, let's try this out. So if I type open door first of all.
Opening the door.
She's an English, British, fluently tea drinking,
Closing
speaking
the door.
computer. And if I type hi, she won't
Sorry,
understand.
I don't understand you.
If I type svenska. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Hold on. Alright, I did it. Okay, sorry, a little bit of a derp. Check this out. I needed to capitalize the letters here. So now, having capitalization letters, this will work. Check this out.
Ja, jag pratar svenska.
It's almost fluent Swedish. It's so amazing. I think this is so cool. And as I said, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. Let's do something like this as well, so that you can play around with the code I just wrote. Pastebin put door. If you want to grab this code and extend on it, by all means, all you have to do is do pastebin get, and the code that you have there, my3xtndk, and then the name of the program, door program, for example, and it will download it to your computer, and you can run it. Program, there you go, and you can run it, and it will work with the things that we just
Opening the door.
Awesome. I hope that you guys have enjoyed and that
Closing
you've
the
learned some things. As I said, all that it takes from here is your own creativity and a little bit of redstone knowledge, and you can do some really epic things. In Peripheral++, there are some other blocks. If you want to see more about those blocks, stay tuned in Survival Stories, because tell you what, we'll be having a lot of fun in my Let's Play single player series with this. Alright, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.